They threw hell at you. Disaster after disaster, crafted to crush, burn, bury. They thought you'd fall, shatter into nothing. But instead, you rose. You didn't just endure, you built. From their chaos, you carved strength. From their wreckage, you created empires. They thought they were writing your ending, but all they did was light the match for your beginning. And now you stand, unbreakable, untouchable, and unstoppable. They tried to kill you, but all they did was make you inevitable. You faced storms just like Beowulf faced monsters. Relentless, unyielding, each designed to tear you apart. Grendel came first, a beast born of fury, striking without warning to remind you of the fragility of peace. Then came Grendel's mother, her vengeance more cunning, her attacks deeper, aimed at your very foundation. When the dragon finally appeared, it wasn't just fire and fury, it was a battle of survival, your strength pitted against a force that seemed inevitable. But like Beowulf, you didn't falter. The scars you wear today tell the story of your wars, blows that shook your bones, moments when the weight of the fight threatened to break you. Yet each trial didn't just challenge you, it revealed you. It carved your name into the walls of legend, proving that even against the sharpest claws and the hottest fire, you refuse to fall. You are the force that doesn't bow, the hero they can't destroy, the legacy they will never erase. The first disaster you conquered was personal, the kind that cuts the deepest. Loss tore through your life like a storm, leaving emptiness where there was once certainty. Betrayal came next, striking without mercy, ripping apart trust and leaving wounds that refused to heal. And then self-doubt crept in, whispering lies, feeding on your pain, trying to convince you that you were powerless, unworthy, broken. These weren't just moments of hardship. They were wars waged within you, threats aimed at your very identity. But you fought back. You wrestled with grief and emerged carrying its weight as a mark of your strength. You faced betrayal head-on, refusing to let it define your future. You silenced the voice of doubt by proving time and again that you are greater than your fears. What was meant to leave you shattered only refined you. Now every scar from those battles tells a story, not of weakness, but of triumph. You took the ruins of trust, the ashes of loss, the shadows of doubt, and turned them into something unbreakable. They couldn't destroy you because you refused to let them. Instead, you rose, stronger than the disasters ever dared to believe you could be. The second disaster you conquered was systemic, an entire world designed to push you down and keep you there. Oppression came at you with unrelenting weight, crushing opportunities before they could take root. Inequality carved barriers into your path, making sure the climb was steeper, the road rougher, the odds stacked against you. Societal rejection sought to erase you, to invalidate your voice, to strip you of belonging. But you fought back. You shattered their ceilings, you ripped apart their chains, you turned their silence into thunder. You faced institutions that called you unworthy and proved that no system can hold back the inevitable force of your will. Where they built walls, you tore them down. Where they said, "Not you," you declared, "Watch me." You rose through the cracks of a system designed to keep you in the shadows and claimed the light as your own. Every act of defiance became a ripple, every step forward a revolution. They underestimated the power of a soul that refuses to be caged, the resilience of those they tried to erase. Drop a comment. My rise is inevitable if you refuse to be caged and claim your power. The third disaster you conquered was nature itself, a raw, unrelenting force that came to strip you bare and leave nothing behind. The storms howled, flooding your foundations and tearing apart what you thought was secure. The earth shook, breaking open the ground beneath your feet, daring you to fall. Fire roared with no mercy, consuming everything you built, leaving only ashes in its wake. Nature tested you with its extremes, droughts that demanded patience, hurricanes that demanded strength, and quakes that demanded resilience. But you didn't just endure the fury, you faced it head-on and rose from its wreckage. When the winds tried to scatter you, you held steady. When the waters rose, you climbed higher. When the flames burned, you emerged unscathed, forged by the heat into something stronger. Nature pushed you to your limits, to the edge of survival, but you didn't falter. Instead, you rebuilt, not just to restore but to thrive. Every force that tried to break you only revealed your unyielding spirit. Where others saw destruction, you saw the chance to rise. You conquered what they said was unstoppable, proving that even the might of nature could not outmatch the strength within you. The fourth disaster you conquered was spiritual. The silent, invisible war that tore through your soul. It wasn't storms or flames. It was the hollow echo of a purpose lost, the suffocating weight of doubt that tried to drown you from within. Faith shattered like glass, leaving shards of questions piercing through every moment. The battles weren't external. They raged in the deepest corners of your mind, where no one could see. They whispered lies of hopelessness, tempting you to surrender, to let the void swallow you whole. But you didn't yield. You faced the darkness within and refused to let it define you. When your faith crumbled, you built something unshakable in its place. Not blind belief, but a hard-won certainty forged in the fire of your trials. When the questions came, you answered with action. When despair threatened to consume you, you fought back, digging into the depths of your own will to find light. You didn't wait for salvation. You became it. The inner battles were designed to break you, but instead they refined you. These challenges weren't accidents. They were deliberate, calculated, and aimed to break you. Loss, betrayal, inequality, rejection, disaster after disaster. Each was a weapon, sharpened and thrown at you with precision. They wanted to see you crumble under the weight, to erase your existence and silence your defiance. But their mistake was thinking you'd stay down. You saw their intentions, felt their force, and refused to let it consume you. Every trial they hurled was an attempt to destroy you, but instead it became the forge where you turned pain into power, leaving no doubt that you are unbreakable. They thought the disasters would bury you, but they didn't understand your power. You didn't crawl from the wreckage, you claimed it. The rubble they left wasn't a grave, it was raw material. Every loss became a lesson, every betrayal sharpened your focus. Every storm that tore through your life left behind the tools you needed to rebuild stronger, smarter, and more unstoppable than before. They underestimated you, thinking pain would be your ending, not knowing it was the fire that forged your purpose. You didn't just survive, you built. From the ashes of destruction, you created something unshakable. The rejection they hoped would silence you became the echo of your defiance. The oppression they thought would crush you became the foundation of your rise. You turned scars into blueprints, setbacks into stepping stones, and despair into your fuel. You're not a victim of what happened to you. You're a master of what you've made from it. They tried to destroy you, but all they did was make you inevitable. Now every brick they threw at you stands as part of your empire, and every failure they tried to force on you fuels the unstoppable force that you've become. The Japanese art of kintsugi teaches that what is broken is not ruined, it is reborn. When pottery shatters, it is repaired with veins of gold, each crack transformed into a line of strength and beauty. The breaks are not hidden, they are celebrated, a testament to the object's resilience and history. What was once ordinary becomes extraordinary, more valuable for having endured destruction and emerged as something entirely new. This is your story. The disasters that tried to break you were never your end, they were the start of your rise. Every scar, every wound, every fracture has been filled with the gold of your strength, making you not just whole but unshakable. Where others saw failure, you saw a chance to rebuild into something even greater. You didn't hide the damage. You turned it into your power, a visible, undeniable testament that you are indestructible. What tried to destroy you only revealed your true worth. And now you shine with a brilliance born of struggle and victory. The cracks don't diminish you, they define you as the masterpiece you've become. The Obsidian Inner Order is the ultimate sanctuary for real chosen ones, the kind who've stared down archons, shredded the matrix, and emerged untouchable. If this message found you, it's because destiny thinks you might be worthy. Don't waste the opportunity. We've got exclusive interviews with real chosen ones who've defied the odds, broken generational curses, and mastered divine timing. These aren't your average success stories. They're revelations that could rewrite your reality. Inside, you'll unlock forbidden content that's too explosive for YouTube. Our modern manifestation mechanics grimoire will show you how to transform chaos into order, turning your space into an abundance vortex while channeling universal magic. But let's talk about the real treasure, our private Discord and community chats, where over 400 of the most powerful chosen ones connect. We host weekly calls to elevate your mindset and offer chosen singles, a space to bring divine partnerships to life. But let's be clear, this isn't for posers. If you think you've got what it takes to join the #1 Ascension Nexus for chosen ones, the link to the Obsidian Inner Order is in the description. You've proven one undeniable truth. You are built for this. Every ounce of strength you possess was forged long before the disasters came. You didn't find resilience in the chaos. You uncovered what was already within you. Your creativity turned obstacles into opportunities. Your determination refused to bend under pressure. And your fire burned brighter in the darkest moments. They underestimated your capacity to rise. But your essence was never fragile. It was a force waiting to be unleashed. When the storms hit, it wasn't luck that saved you. It was your ability to adapt, to outthink, and to outlast. When everything seemed lost, it wasn't hope that carried you. It was the unshakable knowledge that you were made for more. You turned pain into fuel, despair into purpose, and failure into momentum. What broke others only sharpened your edges, and now you stand as a testament to what happens when resilience meets resolve. You've shown that strength isn't born in comfort, it's carved out in adversity. They threw everything they had at you, and all it did was prove how unstoppable you truly are. You don't just survive, you conquer. You are the essence of resilience, unbreakable and undeniable. What tried to destroy you only sharpened your edge. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." But you've proven it. You weren't simply strengthened, you were transformed. Every trial you faced, every blow you absorbed, only served to ignite the flame within you. It was never just about surviving. It was about becoming something unstoppable. Your ability to adapt turned chaos into strategy. Your relentless spirit refused to let failure be final. The fire of adversity didn't burn you away. It tempered you, forging steel where weakness once existed. They thought they were breaking you, but all they did was reveal your unyielding core. In the moments of pain, you found power. In the face of rejection, you found resolve. When the ground beneath you gave way, you built your own foundation from the rubble. There is no doubt anymore. You don't just endure. You rise stronger and more relentless than before. Every scar is a reminder of what you've conquered. Every step forward is proof that the flames meant to consume you only added to your brilliance. You've become the living embodiment of resilience, turning adversity into the fuel that drives your unstoppable ascent. You turned devastation into triumph because you refused to let destruction define you. When the ground fell out beneath you, you didn't just claw your way back. You rebuilt it, stronger and unshakable. When systems closed doors in your face, you tore them off their hinges, walking through with the unstoppable force of purpose. Each time betrayal sought to wound you, you rose, turning the sting into a lesson, the loss into an advantage. You didn't just adapt, you transcended. Your victories aren't just a testament to survival. They're proof of transformation, of becoming something they couldn't imagine. Collectively, your triumphs reshaped what was thought unchangeable. You created communities where others saw ashes, opportunity where others saw nothing but ruin. You didn't wait for permission and you didn't wait for rescue. You fought for your place and demanded your success. Every failure they tried to force upon you became your momentum. Every scar they hoped would silence you became a part of your legacy. You didn't just rebuild, you created a vision that others now look to for strength. What was meant to end you became the fire that drives you, leaving no doubt that your victories are undeniable and your impact unstoppable. I remember a time when I lost everything: my career, my support system, and even my sense of self. The world I had built crumbled in a way that felt deliberate, calculated, as if designed to leave me with nothing but questions. For a moment, I believed the disaster had won. But then, piece by piece, I began to rebuild. Not because it was easy, but because staying defeated wasn't an option. I found strength in places I didn't know existed, digging deep into reserves of resilience I had never before been forced to tap. Every decision became a step forward, no matter how small. I rebuilt from nothing and realized that the devastation wasn't just an ending, it was a beginning. The things I thought defined me had been stripped away, forcing me to discover the unshakable core beneath it all. And as I rose, others began to notice. They didn't just see my triumph, they saw the possibility in their own struggles. Every piece I placed back into my life became a foundation for more than just myself. It became a testament to what's possible. Your triumphs are the same, a beacon for others to rise, proof that no disaster can define your future. Thomas Edison, faced with the destruction of his laboratory and a devastating fire, didn't sink into despair. Instead, he stood amidst the ruins and declared, "I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." The loss of years of work and millions in damages didn't extinguish his drive, it reignited it. He didn't dwell on what was gone, he focused on what could be built. Within months, Edison was back to creating, innovating, and reshaping the world, proving that no disaster, no matter how catastrophic, could break his resolve. His story is a testament to the power of persistence and perspective, showing that even in the face of ruin, progress is possible. The reflection is clear. What happens to you is not the defining factor, it's how you respond. Edison's ability to see opportunity in failure mirrors your own capacity to transform destruction into creation. His story reminds us that setbacks are not permanent endings. They are challenges designed to test and refine. The fire didn't erase Edison's genius, it revealed it. Likewise, every trial you've faced has exposed your potential, forcing you to rise above, innovate, and thrive. Persistence isn't just about surviving the fall, it's about standing back up, stronger and more determined to succeed. That's where true power lies. You are not a victim, you are a builder. The first step is shifting your mindset. Stop seeing the rubble as proof of your failure and start seeing it as the foundation of your rise. Every brick they tried to break you with is now in your hands, ready to be reshaped into something greater. You are not defined by what happened to you but by how you use it. Build with purpose, with defiance, with the understanding that you have the power to reconstruct everything they tried to destroy. This isn't the end, it's the beginning of something unstoppable. Surround yourself with those who understand the fight. Build a network of survivors, people who have walked through their own fires and emerged stronger. Together you form a collective force that doesn't just survive but thrives. These are the ones who will remind you of your power when you falter, who will hold the line when you need rest. Choose people who lift you up, who see your potential, and who refuse to let you settle for less than greatness. The right support network isn't a luxury, it's your armor. Protect your energy fiercely. Healing isn't a passive act, it's a battle you fight daily. Cut off what drains you, whether it's toxic relationships, harmful environments, or even your own self-doubt. Prioritize what strengthens you. Rest, nourishment, growth. This is not selfishness, it's survival. You can't rebuild from ashes if you're burning yourself out. Every choice you make to heal is an act of rebellion against the forces that tried to break you. You are not just recovering, you are fortifying, becoming stronger, sharper, and more relentless. With the right mindset, the right people, and the right focus, nothing can stop you from rising. You are not here by accident. Every trial you've endured, every scar you carry, every moment when you thought you wouldn't make it, all of it is part of something greater. You weren't just meant to survive. You were meant to rise, to transform, to lead. Psalm chapter 30 verse 5 says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." That's not just a promise. It's your truth. You've seen the darkest nights, but you refuse to let them consume you. You've clawed your way toward the light, knowing that the morning always comes for those who hold on. Your resilience is more than just grit. It's spiritual. The fire that burned you wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. Each struggle was a shaping force, carving away what didn't serve you, leaving behind only strength, clarity, and purpose. You've been called to something higher, something bigger than yourself. Your survival is a signal to others that no storm, no fire, no darkness can extinguish the light inside you. This isn't just about rebuilding, it's about becoming. You've risen above despair because your purpose demanded it. Your struggles have given you a unique strength, one that can only come from walking through the fire and emerging transformed. Your life is proof that adversity doesn't end you. It elevates you. The battles you fought weren't just for you. They were for everyone watching, everyone needing to believe that they too can overcome. You're not just surviving, you're fulfilling a calling, living proof that resilience isn't just a tool, it's a divine gift. Morning has come, and now it's your time to shine. Survival was not the finish line. It was the beginning of a new battle. The wounds you carry, seen and unseen, don't vanish overnight. Healing is not immediate. It's a relentless process, one that demands patience, effort, and courage. You will face days when the weight of what you've endured feels unbearable. You will meet resistance from those who doubt your resolve, who question your right to rise, who see your strength as a threat. But let this be clear, their resistance doesn't stop you, it fuels you. Every obstacle you face now is a chance to prove that survival wasn't your peak, it was your launch pad. You are not here to simply exist, you are here to thrive, to rebuild, to rise higher than they ever thought possible. Momentum isn't handed to you, it's created. With every step forward you reclaim what was lost and push the boundaries of what's possible. There will be setbacks and they will sting. But setbacks aren't the end. They're fuel for the fire inside you, a reminder of what you've already overcome. Your work is far from over because your potential has no limits. This is the reality of survival. It's not a place of rest, but a place of power. You've earned this moment not by luck, but by grit, determination, and unshakable will. Healing doesn't make you weaker, it prepares you for what's next. Resistance doesn't stop you, it sharpens your edge. Your journey isn't about avoiding the challenges ahead. It's about conquering them again and again until nothing and no one can deny the force that you are. Your work continues, your strength grows, and your legacy is just beginning. Keep moving forward. The world hasn't seen the best of you yet. Your story is more than survival. It's a blueprint for transformation. You were never meant to just endure. You were meant to lead, to inspire, to build something greater than yourself. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." You've done more than wish, you've embodied it. Every scar you carry is a mark of victory, every triumph a testament to your power to rise. Your resilience is not just for you, it's a torch that lights the way for those still trapped in the rubble, waiting for proof that they too can rise. Your strength has a ripple effect. When you share your lessons, your victories, your struggles, you don't just lift yourself, you lift others. Your actions become their roadmap, your legacy a foundation for their ascent. This is the power of a builder. You don't just rebuild what was lost, you create something new, something unbreakable, something that inspires those who come after you. The work you've done to rise doesn't stop with you. It becomes a chain reaction, a force of change that echoes far beyond your reach. You've proven that resilience isn't just survival, it's transformation. And transformation isn't solitary, it's a collective uprising. Share your story. Build with others. Teach them to turn their pain into purpose, their disasters into triumphs. Your legacy isn't in what you've endured, it's in what you've created, in how you've used your strength to shape a world where others can rise. They will see your fire and they will know they can burn brighter. You are not just a survivor. You are a leader, a builder, and the spark for a revolution of resilience. This is your victory. Every disaster, every storm, every betrayal, they were meant to crush you. They wanted to erase your power, to silence your voice, to make you nothing. But you proved them wrong. You didn't just survive, you built. You took the ashes of what they destroyed and created something they could never touch. Your legacy. Every scar you wear, every triumph you've earned, is proof that nothing and no one can stop you. You are a builder. You are the force that turns destruction into creation, pain into strength, chaos into purpose. They underestimated you, but they can't ignore you now. This is not the end of your story. It's only the beginning. The world is waiting to see what you will build next, what you will transform, who you will inspire. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You have everything you need inside you to rise again and again. Now share your story. Let your voice be the anthem that lifts others from the rubble. Show them that every disaster they face can become their foundation. Your resilience is a call to action. Your triumph a roadmap for those who will follow. Keep building, chosen one. The world isn't ready for what comes next.